Okay. I feel like when Alex vacated the belt, everyone assumed that maybe Jiri would be one half of this vacant fight, and the second half was kind of up in the air. So I guess, how far in advance did you know that you would probably be the one they called to either fight for the vacant belt or an interim belt or anything that was kind of on the line?
I think when they had the fight announced between Yuri and Ankalaev, there was the possibility of me fighting the champion between the both of them, and I guess it really depended on who as well. I mean, obviously, if Pereira getting that win and then him staying at light heavyweight, I think it definitely would have been me too. Ankalaev would have been 50-50 as well.
And I remember when you did a guest fighter scrum after your win in Perth. You were backstage with us talking in Vegas, and you said, nothing's really guaranteed, but I'll fight anyone to prove that I can get this title shot, whether it's for the belt or not. So did they even offer a fight that wasn't a title fight, or was it just you were the next one up and they were like, title shot now?
Nah, just straight title fight. I think that was it, yeah.
And I guess, what are you expecting from Jiri? Because from the outside looking in, he seems very unorthodox and unpredictable. But when you're breaking him down, is it unpredictable, or do you see a lot of tendencies that you can take advantage of and actually plan for?
Yeah, I definitely see a lot of holes in the game. I think there's a lot of fighters that will have holes in their game. It just I'm purely focused on kind of what I'm going to bring to the table, really. So I go in there and do what I do best.
And he has done a few interviews saying that he's aware of the critique that he starts slow and then picks it up as the fight goes on, and he's aware he needs to work on that, and he's been working on starting faster. Does that change any game plan for you, or is it strictly like, Jiri is Jiri and I'm just going to focus on myself?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do. I mean, he's a smart man. He's a smart man. I'm sure he's got himself to this level for a reason, and he's not gonna just come in and off the bat throw punches, because he's seen what has happened in the past from guys doing that to me, and I work off that back foot. But then when I want to land, I'll land it.
I think it was on the countdown. Your coach Eugene was like, one of the best light heavyweights in the world right here. It says, so was there a moment that you felt like you were the best light heavyweight in the world? Either was a performance or a moment in camp, and you were like, all right, I know I'm going to have this belt eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I always knew that I was going to be the best and that I was working towards being the best. I mean, this division, you throw a punch, it can land, and anyone can fall. It's a game of inches. It's a game of inches. So, I always had that belief in myself, and then now we're here. It's just about proving it to others.
Do you allow yourself to envision what it's like to have the belt around your waist, or is it you so focused on the fight in front of you?
Yeah, I mean, there's always the vision. You got to have that belief and the faith that you can get that belt and visualize it. But I mean, it's I guess the pure focus is me just going in there and getting the work done and handling business.
Good luck on Saturday, man.
Thank you.
Carlos O'Hare. When the fight came up and it was for the vacant title, did it take anything away from it? The fact that you're not fighting the champion and taking the belt from the champion, or do you see it the same?
Yeah, I would have loved to have fought the champion, definitely, because that would have etched me up to be the best. He is the man right now, and he's definitely the guy that I wanted to fight for that title.
Do you feel like a win here could lure back Alex Pereira to the division?
I think it could. I think a dominant win here could definitely lure Pereira back to the division and test himself as well.
Yeah. How important would it be for you to get that fight? And obviously not trying to get too ahead. You have a fight on Saturday, but he's obviously a big superstar and the biggest name right now, or one of the biggest names right now in the sport.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he's the man at the moment, and to be the man, you got to beat the man. You got to be, if you want to be the best, you got to beat him. So He's definitely the guy that I've been keeping a close eye on and wanting that fight, because I know that'd be the fight to make happen. But again, and as you said, it is this pure focus. It's always been, and it's always been for me, is focusing on what's at hand and what's in front of me.
And you mentioned how you see some holes in Jiri's game. If you don't mind, what are some of the, I guess, deficiencies that you see in his MMA game?
I guess that's just what it's his defense.
You think you'll need all 25 minutes to beat him?
No.
Thank you.
Carlos, right over here. So you started your UFC career out on a loss. Now you're on a 9-fight winning streak, fighting for the belt. Was there ever part of you that doubted that you'd make it to this point, or were you always of the belief that you were going to be fighting for the title one day?
Yeah, I definitely always believed it. I always knew, and that was the whole reason why I wanted to, the whole purpose for me being in the UFC was, if I'm going to do anything, I'm going to be the best at it. And any sport, anything that I wanted to do was get to the very top of that mountain. And that's it. That's what I'm essentially here to do.
You had said in the past that your toughest training camp going into a fight was for the Jan Blachowicz fight. Has this title fight and fighting against Jiri now overtaken it as the toughest training camp you've had in your career?
Every camp's going to be different. Every opponent is going to be different to train for. And Jiri being Jiri, but then Jan being what he was, a very durable fighter and very experienced fighter, with his ability all around, that posed a bigger threat. But that's not to take anything away from what Jiri will bring too. So I'm going to go in there and make sure he doesn't start that fire.
I saw you had Navajo Sterling in your training camp, and you brought him to Fight Week here. What has it been like to have some of the top prospects at light heavyweight training with you? I know you had Kevin Jousset here as well. Just a lot of guys from New Zealand, Australia that have helped you along the way. What is it like having them here with you?
Yeah, big. I mean, Nav just come off a big win, and it's good to have the guys around and add their value to what this camp is, and help me prepare for becoming the world champion. So it's nice to have that and help them prepare for something greater for their careers too. And it's just the camaraderie that we have together as a team. I think that's what brings us together and makes us feel like we're at home.
Right here, Carlos. You mentioned having Alex maybe come chase you back down here. Any world in which you follow suit with maybe a recent trend and chase him up to heavyweight with a win?
Yeah, I mean, eventually, yeah, for sure. I mean, the main course is to get that title, hold it for as long as I can, and then when I've proved myself in the light heavyweight division, then I would chase that heavyweight belt.
And they're not ranked, 2, 3, 1 or anything, but Paulo Costa, Azamat Murzakanov are on this card too. If one of them makes a huge statement win, is that a possible first defense for you?
Yeah, for sure. I think I see Azamat as a very good contender. There's no hidden agenda about that. I think he's a good opponent to have and to fight for a possible title as well.
And Jiri was in here, and we asked him about the first face-off you guys had, and he said, you guys have met before, but this time he senses a new energy, almost like an upgraded version of you. I'm wondering, what were your thoughts during this face-off?
I don't think too much on those face-offs. It's when I guess between the night before and then that night, because from now to or the week, but between then, there's so much that goes on throughout that day, and when I'm in the room, my hotel room for the last 2-3 days, and really just getting myself into that zone, that's when the monster comes out.